Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. No, it's my opponent to go first. I'll go second. Now, I have cat food on my rack, nearly, but I don't think that's a word. It's very, I don't know, vowel heavy, and they're not nice vowels. Coat, maybe. Foot. Coof, if it's a word, but it isn't. Cat fua is my rack. Now, let us see. What are they going to play? Maybe they have a good set. Maybe that's why they've been so long. They've played Daint. I want to get rid of some vowels. I could do oof and leave myself a cat. I think I'll do that. So I did oof. And my cat photo rack had what on it? It had a foot and facta. And there were no 8-letter words through a floater. Now this looks better. Lactose is nearly there. I keep nearly having things. Lactose. Actose with an A. That's my new rack. Actose A. Actose. I don't think there's anything on that. Maybe there is though. Coat is there. C coat. Kate. ATE. Do I have something that ends ATE? Associate is nearly there. Costate. I don't think I do. Don't know. They got 32 points for gin. DJing is a word. If I had a D, I could play DJing and make it triple up here. But I don't have that. So I need to do something else. What's good? Daint. I could make daints here. TAO is a word. I'm going to play that and leave myself a nice balance of vowels and consonants. The C is, it's not too bad a title. So on my Acto C rack, I had some 6s, and it stemmed to please don't stem with a T, please don't stem with a T. It stemmed to sea coast, peacoats, catalows, and oatcakes. KLPS. KLPS. I had none of those floaters, so I couldn't have made any of those 8s. I wouldn't have known seacoast was allowed. That's a weird one. Oatcakes is a bit weird as well. Okay, they've played Vend, which is a good score, 21. They lead by a good bit. I have men on my rack. They might be useful. Case men is my rack. Case men, which is valid. So let's play it. If I can. Okay. Okay, that's 81 points. That'll do. So caseman was on my rack. Some more normal words were menaces, and I would never have thought of imaxen. That's very strange. However, through the correct floater, you would have had these 8s. NPRT. Did I have any of NPRT available to me at the time? I didn't. But if I had, your 8s would have been Seaman, Spacemen, Menacers, and Casement. Casement is still possible through here, but I knew that word was allowed. So that would be the thing to do, is play something here, preferably ending in Y, like Virtue or something. Oh, Curat, 24, very nice. Now I'm going to do something with the T, preferably a TY word if I can. Now, what can I do? Relty, Lurty, Verti. Verti would be nice if it's real, but it's not. Veltri. Tyler. If that's allowed with that spelling, that's a great score. And it is. Beautiful. Now, there we go. So my new rack. No choking there now. No choking. We'll get there. Now. Quivrer. Quivrer is my new rack. Q-I-V-R-E-R. Quivrer. There we go. Okay. So I have QI anyway. That could be played. I'm not sure a good place for that actually. I have QU here. Something K. Yeah, I can't see a good way of playing there. There's not a good place for QI right now. I could play QIN here for a terrible score. So I'll probably, unless JQM wants to provide a nice spot for my Q in by their play, I will probably keep it on my rack for another turn and play something else. Okay, they have not provided a spot for my Q, but they did make this a bit nicer. This is now possibly worth playing 20 points, but it just leaves too much. They could get that triple fairly easily, so it's not. I don't think it's the way to go. Pent. Where can I go now? It'd be nice to get rid of the V and an R. Is N-E-Y a word? If it is, that's a lovely play. But it's not. So I could play like just that here for 14. Because that V can't be, you can't play beside it. Is there something better somewhere else? That's the question. What else can I do? This would be a good play. I wonder can you have a tower? I'm gonna try tower here. It can't. Oh well. That's my new rack now. Still have the Q on it, so it's not great. I have an I for QI as well. Without the Q, it would be a reasonable rack now. I have to say, extra 24. Not bad. I could go here. I want to get rid of the Q immediately. I'm going to do this even though it opens up opportunities for my opponent. Okay, now that's gone. I can concentrate on searching for bingos. So Bearage is my rack. Let's check this rack. That was the best. Some sixes on it. And Quiverer and Ver Choir were there through you. Interesting. Now a new rack, what was it again? Bearage, yeah. There it is. I don't think there's a bingo with this. It's close though. Grabe. Yeah. Where do I play? I don't have an I for going here, so I can't do anything down here. I have B for bio. That doesn't help because I don't know any like anod or enod like that. That's a word, so it's not the best spot. Oof. This bit here, this section here is a bit blocky. There's very little you can do around this area. I'm waiting for that D for DJing, actually. That'd be good. DJing. How many Ds are left? 2. 2 blanks as well. They played row. Okay. That might be a good play, but it might be nice to get rid of the G or the B actually as well. One of those tricky. What's that worth anyway? That's worth 16. Okay, keep that in mind. This place here is pretty good. I could play here. Knave, is that a word? Maybe along here. No. It's a bit tricky right now. Shin. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the board right now. I'm just doing May. Berridge, what were you? Okay, there were no 7s in that rack. Breakage and breakage the other way around were both there through okay. This looks less good. There's my age again. So it's Berridge again, except with an I instead of an E this time. That's my new rack. Not the best. Not the best. Airbag is there with an extra E. I have the I this time, so I might be able to just go here. Now, what can I do that ends in I? I can do buy. I can do... Well, what is better than just that? Is that a word? No, it's not. £23 points. Now, Berridge had what? Airbag, and then stem to by Bigorade and a bearing to an N or a D. I did not have an N or a D to play through. Now, my new rack, this is too vowel heavy. I'll look at AGE again. So this time I have Roarage. As in, what is the monster's Roarage? That's my new rack. I still don't have that D. I'm waiting for the D for DJing. P. Now, can I stretch a 6-letter word all the way to end in E? Orage. Is orage? Orage could be a word. Orage, yes. Okay, so on that rack I had Agora, A and Orage. And my 8s were Aerogram and Arrogate through an Arrogate through a T. I missed that bingo. Missed bingo for opponent. G. No, I couldn't have because P blocks it. This is why I didn't see it. I've been going mad. What was the other word you could have had? Through an M aerogram. That's not there, is it? No. Orage is good. So my new rack has an ing on it. That's always a good sight. It has a D on it as well for DJing. Oh my god, this could be the big one, darling. Oh, darling. Now, it would be just my luck if at this point JQM got a D or a blank to go here and wrecked it on me. But I have darling anyway. So darling plays here from DJing. And they could block it here as well. That's possible. That's been there for a while. Is there any other place to play darling? I don't think there is. I don't think there is. Darling. No. Darling goes nowhere else apart from there. So if they block that, I'm in a spot of bother. I'm not sure if there's another bingo on this rack at all. If I miss darling, I think I might be in. That might be it. So if they play here or here, they've ruined my spot. They could play here. That's been a hotspot that's been available for ages. D-A-R-L-I-N. Yeah, that would be bad. Is there any other way I can play this as larging a word, maybe? Ooh, larging could be a word. It probably is. So my rack is currently larging, which is a word, so that's what I will play. If this one gets blocked. Ding. D-A-R-L-I-N. D-A-R-L-I-N-G. G-double. Darling is better. So they played in that spot I was worried about, but not in a way that blocks me. So it's time, darling. It's time. Love it. So on that last rack, I would have had darling and enlarging, and it stems to bardling, cradling, rattling, dragline, loads of stuff, mostly ending in ing or ing with an S. Yeah, I think I would have been stuck if they blocked that spot. There weren't too many other good spots. Like these floaters, the word would have to end in these things. Danglier, is that through an R? No. Okay, so they played sources for bingo for 71 point. Not bad. Now what do I have? I have out leg. I have out leg on my rack. Out leg is my current rack. Now what can I do? It would be nice to play something here to the C. Something ending in CH. H. Glutch, glotch, gletch. I don't think so. Gouch. I don't see anything from Tlotzi. Out. Lech. So what else can I do? Where's a good spot for some of my letter sources? I have a H. That's a scoring tile. Hue could be a good play here. Or that's actually not great on vowel consonant ratio, so maybe hut instead, even though it keeps the dodgy G. Yeah, that's pretty good. Keeping O-leg. It's not the best rack leave. U. Maybe that O is better to get rid of than the U, actually. Okay. So that was my last rack, and on it were those millions of fives, and it wouldn't have made an 8-letter word through a floater. My current rack has a phi on it. It's got glue a phi. And Zoe has been played for 34 points by my opponent, Zol. I have Zol on my rack. So we'll play something going down here, like Gluey. Oh, that's lovely. That's a great score. Okay, so I can play Gluey down here. I think that's my best option. And let's check what I have in the rack though. So on that rack, Gluify, I could have had Uglify for 6. Or nothing for 8. My current rack. Oh, the game's nearly over. God, that flew. Where am I? I'm 430. Whoa, this has been a good game. I wasn't keeping track of how many tiles were left. That's grand, sure. They have the blank. Interesting. Chic eye blank. They have chic eye blank. So chic eye, what does it stem to? They have Hickeys and Heliski on their rack. Was there any place for that? But what they've played already? They've played KI. Okay, Hickeys. I'm not sure there was a spot for that bingo. Yeah, and it stemmed to what? Stemmed to. Well, what floaters were there? The floaters were available to them were an S. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, there aren't good floaters on this rack on this board. Okay, let's finish the game. So I have Fidelma. Film. It would be nice to put the F here. Eta might be a word. Now, if I don't do that, I could do M here, but I can't play down here because this R only takes an E. So that would be my first choice if Eta is a good word. We'll try it. Okay, so what I'm left with is ML. Don't know where that plays. Mel here. Lum might be a word. Lum, I think, is a word. I'll play lum here. That's what I'll do if it stays available. Unless there's something better. Aloof is nice. JL is not good. Ethics. Yeah, that works. Thanks for the game. Okay. Grand. So that was a nice fast game. We had both nearly had 10 minutes left in our clocks, and it flowed very, very nicely. So, the final score. 362 points to my opponent. 459 points to me. So, a winning margin of 97 points. So, a huge, huge win. I'd like to thank opponent for a tremendous battle. I hope you enjoyed watching that game. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time.
From opponent. Missed bingo from opponent. Missed bingo from opponent. Missed bingo from opponent.